What's up everybody? Today I'm going to be tying a really cool jig that you don't see every day. So as you can see, I've painted this jig head black and then I sprinkled some pink on just one side of it, and you'll see why I did that soon. This is a 1/16 ounce jig head, and for our thread we're using a black UTC Ultra Thread 70 denier. We're just going to tie that in behind the head and take it down to the point of the hook. For the tail we're going to be using one black and one pink marabou feather. We're going to line the tips up with the black feather on top, matching the black of the jig head and the pink on bottom. Measure that out so that the tail will be about the length of the hook. You can pinch those feathers in place, pinch them real tight so they stay right where they are, and then you can do a few tight wraps of thread. Once those are secured, you can let go and tie the feathers up the rest of the way to the head. Once those feathers are tied in, you can pull those. Make sure you keep them clear of the eye of the hook, and then you can clip them off. Now we're going to go over the really fluffy part that the feathers left behind. Just clean that up with your thread. Then we're going to take the thread back down to the tail. Make any adjustments you need to with the tail to make sure the pink stays on bottom and the black on top. For the body, we're going to be using one black and one pink rayon chenille. We're going to start with the black and just tie the tag end, just the very tip, right there against the black tail. Then we're going to bring our thread back up to the head. Just make sure the black is tied in line with the tail. Then we're going to grab our pink, tie the tag end of that at the head, and bring the rest of the chenille back down to the tail. The position doesn't really matter because this is going to be our winding chenille. Once that's tied in tight, bring your thread back up to the head once again. I'm going to do a half hitch or a couple turn whip finish just to keep our thread from moving around while we wind the chenille. So we're going to start with our pink. Just wrap 2 wraps with the pink. Make sure we keep our black out of the way. Just make sure you keep it nice and tight. You want each wrap to be pressed up against the last. Then we're going to bring our black chenille over top and wrap the pink over that one time. Pull the black back and wrap the pink under that 2 times again. Bring the black back over top. Wrap over that with the pink. Pull the black back and do 3 wraps of pink to finish it off. Then we're going to tie down that pink chenille. Give it 4 or 5 good wraps of thread. 1 wrap in front, and then clip that off. And then clip that off as we're done with the pink. Now we're going to pull the black over one more time and just tie that down. Again, make sure the black stays in line, and then tie that down nice and tight. And then clip it off. And if there's any fluffy parts of the chenille left behind, you can pull those out. Do any cleanup work necessary. And when you're happy with it, you can whip finish. So what we did there is we created a belly of black, since this will be the bottom of the jig. It's a pretty cool body that has a ribbed appearance. This is just something that the fish don't see every day, which sometimes more important than color is presentation. So giving them something they're not used to can be the best thing for you. Looks pretty cool dry. Let me get it wet to show you what it looks like. As you can see, when it's wet, it has a really cool bait fish appearance. Giving it that black belly along the entire jig is just something that's really cool. It's basically a simple 2-tone pattern, and that chenille wrapping is just something that's unique. Like I said, this is to give the fish something they're not used to, and it's something for you to practice, as knowing a lot more techniques when tying is always beneficial. I hope you like this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe.